So welcome to the Sacred Ground Collective Community. Our work today on April 6th, 2026 is in relationship to restoring all of the energetics that was intended and laid out for those star beings incarnating into male bodies to be the contributor, the nurturer, the strength of heart that was intended got co-opted. So welcome to today. When our families enacted their Earth mission plan 600,000 years ago and walked into physical body suits, they had a clear sense of what they were going to be doing. In the worlds beyond Earth, what we call our spiritual worlds, those whose agendas were to dominate and control had already invaded our homes there. We were slaves on the farm. Mostly we called them invaders, colonizers, patriarchy, all of those systems. They were in our worlds and the reason we came here. The physical body suit we call male was wired to hold two chips, formulas of ownership, like two software programs in the gonads. Our soul members who incarnated into a male body knew their bodysuit was owned. At a soul level, they were owned, but even more, their bodysuit was owned. They were doubly owned. They knew that. And the plan was for they were in the village area, but not in the village itself, because they were being monitored all the time to see when they could kick in and start draining energy resources back to the outsider's home. The energy from home for that particular bodysuit came through the sun, which was enriching. The sun is very connected to the male mission, enriches the energy. The energy moves from the sun down to the heart. The heart chakra in the male bodysuit was the point of pause. Be at the heart center, higher vibration place, holding energy coming in from the sun. To discern, it's a point of discernment, discerning from that heart center where the energy he was holding could be sent in order to nurture, support, enrich, resource a project that was designed by the soul in a female body. The female body had no ownership marks, was free to design, be architect, to birth the community, all kinds of policy. Where do we put the garden? This was not about babies. Babies are not even a part of the Earth mission. So they get all the design, but that energy coming from the heart. The male was the nurturer, the resourcer of where he discerned his energy and interest would be best used, but didn't get involved, because if he got close to where the women were, they touched him, he touched her, the outsiders would see that there was a problem, that there was somebody not owned. The women had the discernment of solar plexus, so once they had designed the garden, got everything polished and looking wonderful, then the solar plexus of the female body would activate, which would give the female the right to discern energy forms, the fruit that brought good, and taste the energy forms that would destroy life. What came from home, divine family, was good. That which came from outsider, dominator, was destructive. And with that knowledge, the female mission of authority activated, and the female could say to her team in the heavens, that energy form, that fruit is not allowed here. It is outsider, eliminated. And with that power, the outsiders, the dominators, the invaders would have never happened. They would have been made extinct at the very beginning of our time on the planet. So our ancestors were strong, they were clear, they knew what they needed to do, they had the capacity to do that. And it wasn't until the outsiders identified the frequency of another soul on the planet, because in one village they had gotten too excited about their ability to command and whispered to their male components, "This is working," and their vibration was noticed. Now here's where the crippling occurred. The male chakra system was rewired. The one we've been working with is a survival system. The DNA, 2 strands, survive and procreate, outsider. So the male heart, that discernment, decide where to serve, was unplugged. The energy was wired to his gonads. Who owned the gonads? Outsiders. As soon as the outsiders recognized that there was another soul that needed to be targeted, damaged, and devised, the male bodysuit was used for that purpose. So we say, hey, white men are the cause of the problem. No. Outsiders who used the male body and continue to use the male body are the problem. And the females were crippled so that their solar plexus, their discernment, their authority center was unplugged, and they were wired to the heart to serve without any discernment, without any yes or no's. So she was crippled, he was crippled, and we're here today to continue eliminating that problem. That authority voice of Sophia, activated, anchored, safeguarded, is now able to free our male and take back the entire field of life for the use of our divine family. Now I'm just going to take you on a guided journey. Your presence is what's important. You might want a notebook. You might get some things as we're moving through. Just jot them down. So with that in mind, and as we meet in this place of sacred sovereignty, we ask that our platform, the circle that we have formed here in our earth world, be lifted to the platform in the second world, securely connected to our divine family of 7 that is holding the energy, agenda, intentions for clarity, leadership, strength. So we're grateful for that energy field. Affirm that the field of the golden cocoon and more surround our physical bodies, our homes, our land, all that we care about here on the physical plane, keeping our field secured, sacred, and free of domination energy as we work. We give gratitude to Gaia for allowing us to be here in her field. We stand in a state of authority as star beings, holding her voice of authority as field creator. And we are here allowed to finish this Earth mission of bringing outsiders to extinction by her permission. We are here with clear intention that we have the right and authority to activate the original energies within the male body suit, and therefore within the male field of experience here on the planet. And that we, in this moment, can reach back to include all in patriarchal incarnations, to free and heal them to wholeness. And we are here with that intention. So we're grateful to have the energies around us coming from home, coming from our divine family. And we are set with what is to be done today. And so it is. Take a breath. And whatever is there hanging and weighing you down, it's not of our light, and move it off to the side. You are a powerful point of light. I am on earth mission and standing in sovereignty. The field I am on, my field of life, I own this field. It is mine. And this field resonates with clarity. Home harmonics are here. They foundation this day-to-day walk. And in this day-to-day walk circle, I am here holding a point of light and healing for all of my paternal ancestors, fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers back in time. I have what they did not. I have authority. I stand in my female body as a Sophia. I stand in my male body as a Christ of heart. And we are all swords into the heavens connected to our teams in spirit who act on our declaration to change what has been corrupted, damage that has been done. In whatever way that appears for you, you may find yourself in a little cocoon or UFO or just surrounded with beautiful, beautiful colors. And look around. And there is one of your team members. It might be a family member, or it might be Ascended Master, Angelic, PTO. And we ask this guide to take each of us back in time in whatever way is best for you. So you might find yourself lifted above your home, roof above your trees, be moved into a time slip that will move you back in time to wherever is most powerful for you to be, to free your genetic paternal line, to heal your entire paternal line. So in your imagination, as you're moving back, any male images that float to you, to walk with you, part of your lineage, some you may know, others you may not. Moving farther and farther back. going to move back to the count of 3 to the Homo sapien body. Just 1. You and your entourage, 2. All who are there with you to the count of 3. And then get a sense being moved down onto the planet in a village. And in that village, there is a decree that is going out. And the decree says, we need more slaves on the farm. We need more slaves on the plantation. We need more creative slaves using energy. We are expanding our domination by expanding your ability to create resources for us. And already your family is exhausted. Already the men are in great heart pain. They can do nothing. They have no control over where they are marched, where they are sent. There is great heart pain in those male bodies and souls. And you ask that all of the men in that village, including your family, all of the men in that village, be brought together into a meeting place. Might be around a fire in a big room. Ask them to gather together. This is not normally an easy thing. They all feel so ashamed, so angry at themselves, so weak. But assure them that this is a good thing and they can gather together. And just be present to say to them, we've come from the future. And we know only a small portion of what you have been required to do. The guilt you feel, the pain you feel, the shame you feel, we know a portion of that. And we are here to tell you, we are ready to help that change. But first we have to go farther back. So in this moment, be together, freeze frame this group. They're aware they've gathered together. They do not need to experience more. They're just frozen in time with a bit of hope. And now ask your team to move you back up to that time slip. All those ancestors who had come with you to this point, stay with that group of frozen ones. As you lift, you begin moving back in time to the beginning, and there are others in your genetic line, other maternal, paternal ancestors in pain. So as you move back and farther back in time, see them gather with you, move with you in hope, until there you are. This is 600,000 years ago. Many have thought it the Neanderthal era. strong, telepathic, hardworking. And when you're there, sense yourself again floating down into that village, your original clan. This is the clan that was first on the planet with Earth Mission. And as you look over what's going on, there are the women in the village meeting regularly, making blueprints, thinking of better ways. Where do we want the garden? Where do we want the homes? What will we need to be on this planet? They've never been in a physical world before, so it's amazing also. They're doing the blueprint, they're birthing the blueprint through manifestation. So notice the busyness and the excitement there. It's beautiful. Now move and find the male star family members. And they are in quiet. They might have their feet in the water. They might be sitting in meditation. They might be just exploring what is there. They are away from the female. Aware telepathically, but not involved physically. And they know why. They know they're monitored. And they are sitting, being quiet, holding in energy from the sun, that energy flowing, some of it right down into Gaia. So Gaia is holding caches of divine star families' energy for us to use later. Now in one of the village, a group of the women wander too close in their excitement to the males. In their excitement, they're excited. They would love for the males to sense this ability to say yes and no. And they forgot. In that moment, who comes into that particular village but the outsider who owns the male and says, "What are you doing? You cannot know that there is good and that there is not good. You cannot know that." And as the females in that village listen, their initial response is to say, "Oops, I don't know enough yet. I think I'll just kind of sit quietly and see what this being does, because I don't know that I'm strong enough yet." That's the first reaction. And the reaction that had been taken. We come immediately and surround those women, say, "We are from the future. We are from the future. And we stand with you, women, with Sophia, the serpent of wisdom. You are strong enough. You are." And immediately a change happens. And the women in the village stand together and they face the outsider, look it in the eye, and say, "Into the heavens, PTO team, move this energy and all of its configuration to extinction now." They hold the space, and that energy absolutely dissipates and is gone. Now the women know they are ready, and they surround the men and say, "We are ready. And we already know there is outsider energy within the gonad of the bodysuit, within the soul, and they do ceremony, blessing every one of those male bodies, clearing all outsider codes, moving all outsider frequencies to dust, making extinct any frequency of domination, ownership, gone. And they sit in ceremony, in prayer, until every bodysuit of the male star beings is clear. Clear. And then our star family hold together to send the same decree of remove all outsider domination into the heavens to where it had been invaded first. Our divine family worlds cleared. And now this ancestral clan is with you, and you show them what had happened, how domination had taken over, females were diminished, authority gone, and they are amazed, and they now stand with us as we move forward in time to that village in which the group was frozen, waiting for this ancestral release. And as you get close to that group, you see them there on the planet, around their fire, or in their big building, wherever that group was, there they are waiting for you. And now you come with the entire entourage, the entire lineage, to say, we are here. And the same ceremony is held for all of your male genetic ancestry. Crippling is gone. Domination, ownership is gone. Wounds and torture, subjugation is gone. And the flow from the sun, with the delighted new energies for creating coming through into that group, lights up, expands and resonates. Just imagine how your paternal line is interacting with each other. They are heart-centered men. They are looking for those things that bring delight, projects that are good and bring benefit. They'll help dig the garden. Yes, indeed. And when you're ready, and they're ready, bring that entire energy field with you back to your home in this moment of time. And what has dissipated is the birth model that outsiders created. We have taken back our reason for creating new life through birth. It is ours. We do it in a way that we decide brings benefit. The female body is the female body's responsibility. The male responsibility of nurturing is in the hands of the males, and deciding how then to bring new life into a family. If, how, when. And in this day, as we look out over the world to all the many places males have been captured, put into slavery. They are the war machine. They are the resources to work hard with their creativity. They are also part of so many corrupted models. They are free. And in that freedom, in this moment, we ask that the plans be made to help our star family members in male bodysuits see the vision of freedom for themselves and how to extradite that, how to effectively walk their path of heart. Powerful. And as you prepare to come back, take a moment. What is it you are sensing? What is your takeaway? Capture it, write it down. It might be a word, it might be a vision, it might be a guide, a symbol. And when you're ready, come back and be here in the circle. Truth, clarity, strength, and leadership. And so it is.